What up, guys? Keyshawn Uchiha here, back at you with another new Ultimate Universe What If. And this is going to be the last one tonight. I will do more videos tomorrow and some old ones, but this is going to be the last one tonight. And this is an idea by a fan. He knows who he is. And this is going to be, you could say, that of a 18 plus only. Dark Ultimate Universe? Yeah, you could say. And this is going to be what if Deku was a werewolf slash vampire. Now, for further ado, how would this happen? How would Deku be a half vampire slash werewolf? Well, first start, we're gonna start with the one who's watching over the Dark Universe, Kill. Now, Kill is smiling, saying, "You know, I don't know if my two boys can actually win this tournament, so I wanna make a hybrid that can maybe win to be the my trap card or my trump card." As Kill is talking, I'm going to make a, a hybrid of a Deku, and he's going to be that dangerous. And he's pretty much smiling, saying, "Yes, this is totally going to work. This is going to work." Now, you could say, Kill pretty much travels down smiling, and he pretty much finds a you could say a person who has no job, a guy who's unemployed and homeless. This is where Kill is basically making him into a vampire, giving him the gift as a vampire, a noble vampire, you could say. And a noble vampire, I will explain. This gift of turning him into a vampire is making him as a noble vampire, as a powerful, noble vampire, stronger, stronger, very intelligent, and also can control blood. You could say turn other people as vampire, blood vampire nobles, but this will be the first blood noble vampire who can control blood, uh, mind control, do all vampires that can do it, be super sweet. But the one strong thing they have is blood. They can make blood as whatever they want it to be, as transform as to weapons, to guns, or to this damn night as tornado storms, and they will have blood wings. Now he makes what this homeless guy is doing, pretty much telling him that he will find this woman that will be a world of stuff to make a hybrid child. But first, have fun. Make a coat. Do whatever. But you know what you must do. You know who you must find, which this guy, is understanding and saying, I understood. Because he's extremely intelligent. Like, Kill makes him extremely intelligent. Now, this is where he finds, whew, this is where he finds, uh, Inko and pretty much, well, yeah, this is where he pretty much finds, uh, Inko, and pretty much, and this Inko, she's a witch. She's a witch, and she does like dark spells and forbidden spells and stuff and all that. She doesn't have a quirk. Inko doesn't have a quirk. She's quirkless, but what she does is a witch, and she pretty much kills some people and stuff. So you could say she's a murderer, but also she just like hex spells, magic, and all that. Now this is where Kill appeals, and pretty much Inko's freaked out, saying how you get in here, and she's trying to put a hex spell on him, pretty much trying to damage him. Which Kill smells and says, that won't work on me. Pretty much making a bin. Think of it of a big crazy grin or big scary grin, and he's pretty much push Inko to the wall. Well, pretty much push her in the wall. Pretty much saying, next time, don't try to attack people who's trying to give you a gift. Now this is where Kill pretty much taps her forehead, and Inko begins to transform. Well, having the transformation of the wolf, and this is the Moonlight Wolf, which this this wolf transformation or pretty much form is pretty much they can transform into a half, or they can transform into a full Moonlight Wolf, but once they harness it, they can transform into a hybrid wolf, as as for second transformation, think of it. Think of that. If anyone read Reptunes, think of that transformation from Nobilis. They can transform into that state and pretty much get stronger and transform into that way. Now, pretty much, yeah, pretty much. Inko is saying, "What did he do?" And he's pretty much saying, "Oh, you're de- you're destined for much greater. You'll make a child that that will have that vampire and werewolf blood, and that powerful becomes powerful. He will be my trap card for the upcoming tournament." And he pretty much says, "But don't forget, if you fail me, I will kill you and kill that other guy," which he pretty much heads off now. Inko pretty much continues her business, and the guy is looking for Inko. Now, Inko pretty much is smart. She's smart, and she pretty much turns other people into werewolves and stuff, and she has her own pack and stuff. Now, this is where Inko meets the guy, and they pretty much, you could say, make a contract or deal, and pretty much form their own alliance, and they become king and queen of their quotes. Now, they pretty much have a child, and that child is Deku. Now, Deku is pretty much born into, you could say, the two families of the Moonlight and Gnosis, to really show the alliance of peace and the happiness. Now, Deku is born as baby, and his eyes, when the Deku was born, and they're not at no hospital. Pretty much, they're at the temple, and as Deku opens up his eyes just appear red. Red as a blood moon, you could say, of a dark blood moon. And the vampire and you're gonna say when the werewolf and the vampire sounds looks in, they're terrified and horror. But they soon calm down and they look and it's beautiful. And they pretty much says this child is truly gifted and beautiful. Now, as Deku's getting born, he's pretty much he doesn't you could say he doesn't go out and he doesn't have the excitement stuff. He goes out and look out the window. Pretty much just looks out the window, doesn't do anything and stuff. And Bakugo is always bringing him out and stuff. And this is a female Bakugo. What the hell? This is a female Bakugo. And this female Bakugo, she's you could say she's more want to be friends with Deku and wants to know him and stuff. Now, this is where Bakugo gives Deku a nickname and names him Uzuku, which Deku names her Kasha. Now, they're best friends and stuff, and they always go out and hang out and stuff, and they take pictures. Now, Deku doesn't show smiles and stuff, but when he does take a picture with Kasha, he does a little smile for the picture. Now, Deku is, you could say, as they're growing, Baku gets a quirk, and Deku says quirk, which Baku's saying, I got my quirk, which Deku is saying, oh, that's nice. It begins to, you could say, walk away. Now, Deku's happy for her, but he doesn't show it, so she thinks he's saying that his quirk is better, which he doesn't have a quirk, like I said. But you could say as Baku is trying to damage Deku, and about to hit him with an explosion. Deku turns back around and looks at her. This with, you could say, a serious but frightful look, which Bakugo, she stops and just says, I'm sorry, Deku. Because she had, you could say her heart was rushing, beating like, she was feeling like if she do something or try to do something, she will die right there. She would have got eaten. Like, she would have just got, pretty much, think of it as an animal, like, understanding the situation and they're going to fucking die if they do anything stupid. That's what she was thinking. Now Deku begins to walk home, and he pretty much heads to the rich high family house, and the servants are welcome Deku and saying, "Welcome, Master Deku," like the vampire and the werewolves. Which Deku says, "Thank you for welcoming me." Which the servant always tells Deku he doesn't have to thank them now. Deku pretty much begins to about to head in her room until Inko, his mom, is pretty much saying, Deku, how was school today, honey? Which Deku looks and says, it was good, mom, and heads in his room, pretty much to look out the window and see the sun and stuff. Now, this is where Deku gets hungry, begins to get hungry, and his hungry is he's more hungry than any other vampire wolf because he's a mixed hybrid. And as he's hungry, he looks up and his eyes, his eyes are red, but it turns dark red, and he begins to say, "I'm hungry." Now, this is as Deku is going around and stuff, and he's pretty much looking for something to pretty much eat. Pretty much, you could say the flower. Now, or the turn, or for blood, you could say. Now, Deku is looking for someone. Now, this is where he sees Uraka. Now, Uraka, she's pretty much you could say, doing some hard work, and about to head in her house until Deku stops by her, and he sees her. Now, this is where Deku lands, and pretty much says, I need, and Uraka comes in and trying to grab him, and this is the middle school, and she's pretty much saying, are you okay, do you need help? Just where Deku says, I need your blood, and pretty much bites on Uraka and draining her. Now, as she's pretty much trying to get him off, she begins to pass out. And Deku you could say drains her, and pretty much turn her into like him, you could say. Now, Deku pretty much looking at her body and realizing what he's not saying. Oh no, I killed her. And he's pretty much trying to pick up her body and stuff. This is where Uraka wakes back up, and she's pretty much begins to, you could say, get up and look around and see. And she feels her neck, and she's pretty much, gasping for air and pretty much hungry for blood. Now, this is where she heads in her house, and she's looking around in the refrigerator. Now, this is where you're going to say one of her family members, we're going to say one of her mom has a weird fetish of collecting blood. Opens up the blood jar and drinks the blood, and she begins to, say. Now, she's trying to remember what the hell happened, and how did she became like this, until she remembers that it was a boy with green hair, with red eyes, came up to her. Now, this is where she says, I have to find what he did to me. Now, next day, and this is the start of the anime, Deku heads to school and pretty much takes his seat, which all the girls talks and whispers and stuff, which Deku can't say. I swear, Deku always looks out the window and looks at the sky and stuff. I wonder what he thinks about. And which the boys are saying, which some of the boys are saying, I think I'm tired of him. I'm tired of that guy who was sick here at school. I want to beat the shit out of him, which you could say, one of them are saying, I don't think that's a good idea. I heard he killed a lot of people, which Deku says, those idiots. And pretty much this looks out the window. Now, this is where the teacher comes in, and everybody's taking their seat, and this is where the teacher does the same thing, usually in the anime. He says, oh, so, like, everybody wants to be here and stuff. Now, this is where he looks and he says, oh, there's only 2 people who signed up for the academy, which it's Bakugo and Mizuki Midoriya, or Deku, which everybody looks and says, Deku? Now, no one doesn't know about Deku Quirk, or what he can actually do, or what capabilities he can do, which uh, no one, no one doesn't ever ask Deku. Now this is where we're gonna say a different bully pretty much comes up and says, "Excuse me, Deku, but we don't know, we never seen your quirk before, and we pretty much always thinking that you was a quirkless user, which we're gonna say this is a different bully." Now Deku gets up and pretty much says, "If you say so, believe what you want to believe. I don't care." He pretty much begins to walk. Now this is where the bully is trying to runs up to Deku and about to grab him to pretty much say say something to him until this is where Deku turns around and Deku eyes, you could say, stares at the guy, and he pretty much backs up, and you could say he's seen his whole fate before his own eyes of him getting clapped and dying. Now he backs up saying, "I'm sorry," and Deku begins to say, "No, it's my fault for you know being like I'm cocky," and walks away. Now Deku grabs his stuff and begins to walk and take the shortcut at the bridge. Now as he's walking, this is where the sludge villain comes in and trying to take Deku body. Now this is where Deku, you could say, mentally force, well, you could say mentally force push the sludge villain into the wall, and he's like slinging the sludge villain left and right and stuff with his hand. And this is where he grabs the sludge villain, and he searched for the sludge villain heart, saying, "Oh, so your heart is sludge. Let's fix that," and pretty much turn the sludge villain heart into a slime back to a heart. And this is where he says, "And die," and crushes the sludge villain heart. Now the sludge villain dies, and Deku saying, don't never touch me again," and walks away. Now, well, yeah, Deku says, "Don't ever touch me again, you fool." But he pretty much thinks, and he says, "Oh, well, he can't touch me again because I already killed him," and walks away. Now, All Might comes in and says, "Oh, hey kid, have you seen a sludge villain?" Which he's looking at Deku on. I mean eyes, which Deku looks at him. Which this is what Deku looks like, but without the gloves, and he's pretty much saying, "Yes, he's over there, knocked out." Which All Might says, "Ah, thanks, kid," and pretty much grabs the sludge villain and gets going. Now, Deku is walking to his house, pretty much going to which he gets recommended again and heads to his room. Now, this is where Deku sits, well, sits and pretty much looks at the TV and pretty much is saying, what am I going to do for these 10 months? Probably look out the window as Deku's thinking in his head, well, pretty much thinking in his head saying that. Now, this is where All Might is, we could say All Might's going in and turning the sludge villain into police, which the police are saying the sludge villain is dead, which All Might thinks that he remembers the kid is saying, "Did he kill the sludge villain? But how?" Now, we're going to switch to a man with a hat and a coat, and looking like quite in a shady hat and coat, saying, "Vampires." As he's pretty much killing, you could say, a low rank vampire, a part of nobles. And pretty much saying, "Vampires. They never get old." Now, this is like, we're going to say one of the hunters, because we're going to say some hunters is killing vampires because some vampires went rogue and nobles was chasing after rogue vampires and killing them, but the hunters are doing it for them, which nobles is saying, "We don't want to come in there before they try to come after us, and we're going to have to kill them." Now, this is where the hunter's saying, one of the other hunters is saying, "I think we found and this is a female hunter saying, "I think we found a lead of who's creating vampires and stuff," and the male hunter is saying, "I guess so," and begins to, have the gun and begins to walk away on his back. Now, this is part 1 of What If Deku Was a Vampire / Werewolf. If you like, leave a like, comment down below, and this is the last video tonight. I'm Keyshawn Chia, thanks for watching, and peace out, guys.
like you lost another one.